In this problem, we're still looking to factor out a greatest common factor, but it's going to put together what we've learned about rational exponents in greatest common factors as well as binomial greatest common factors. So the first thing we have to do is identify the greatest common factor. So we're going to look at this grouping along with this one. Now you'll notice that there's two binomial factors. One of them is x minus 9, and the other is x plus 9. Notice I'm leaving some room to get the exponents in there. Now out of the x minus 9s, we have a negative 1/3, and be careful because the minus 9 is the second one here, and a negative 4/3. So out of the two of those, we're going to select the negative 4/3 for the exponent. Having trouble writing that, sorry. Now for the x plus 9s, we have a negative 2/3 and a positive 1/3. So out of those two, the smallest is the negative number, so negative 2/3 will be the exponent for that one. Now what I'm going to do is write down the greatest common factor underneath each of these two terms, aligning the common factors. So x minus 9, that was a negative 4/3, and x plus 9, a negative 2/3. Now on the next one, I'm going to write the x plus 9 first, and again that was negative 2/3. That way they're aligned. And x minus 9, and that one's the negative 4/3. Now to start, and to keep our life simpler, we're going to look at each pair, and any pair that matches completely. For example, the x plus 9s to the negative 2/3 match exactly, and they're going to divide to 1. And that just gets rid of them right there. And in the second grouping, we notice the x minus 9 to the negative 4/3 match exactly, and they're out of there. Well, that cleans things up a lot right from the start. Now we're going to take the remaining common factors that are left, in this case x minus 9, and calculate the new exponent. So the new exponent will be, I'm going to do this arithmetic off to the side, negative 1/3 minus a negative 4/3. So that'll turn to negative 1/3 plus 4/3, giving us 3/3, or just 1. So we're going to have one of those. Minus, now on this one, we're going to have the x plus 9 left. And calculating the exponent for that, we'll have 1/3 minus a negative 2/3. So that'll turn to 1/3 plus 2/3, which again is 3/3, or 1. So we'll have one of those. Okay, so I did forget, so let's make sure we come back and put that in. I won't have room here, but remember, all of this is inside of a bracket with that greatest common factor we have up here in front. So if we can write all of this, it's going to be challenging to fit it all in, but let's see what we can do. So we have an x minus 9 to the negative 4/3, x plus 9 to the negative 2/3 is our greatest common factor. Now working inside of the bracket, we have one x minus 9, so that's just x minus 9. And we have one x plus 9, but we're going to distribute that minus in the middle, so that's going to turn it to minus x minus 9. And now we're going to continue to work inside that parenthesis, or I'm sorry, the bracket, and you'll notice there's some like terms. X minus x will add to 0 and go away, and a negative 9 and a negative 9 will add together to give us a negative 18. So that could come sit in front since it's a constant. So we'd have our negative 18 times x minus 9 to the negative 4/3 times x plus 9 to the negative 2/3. And that would be completely factored, so that is our final result to factor this problem.